boss made is your labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking in the end zone on a running play.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settle down, don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just named.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line.
Get at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Houston.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson a give. This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And for David Johnson, he was pretty good in his debut, although it was a week 1 loss. But 109 yards from scrimmage, including a 19-yard touchdown run. So a good start. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it now. What is that?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore, and out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Running, it's Drake. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Drake. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 at a first down.
1-yard line.
Now on first down, Drake again. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Pickup. Second and 6.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
33-yard.
A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think two are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. I'm just looking early here Sunday. You got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those two teams, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton now leading the Patriots, and Russell Wilson was so sharp in the opener at Atlanta. And then, of course, on Monday night, the opening of the Raiders' new stadium with the Saints coming to town. I'm really excited about that one.
And you've said it well with the Raiders. If there was ever a stadium that looked like a Raiders stadium, it's that one.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And, I don't want to steal anything from anyone else or any movies or whatever, but the theme music, you got to know, is going to be dark and powerful, just like the Raiders want it to be.
First down, Texans.
Set 19. Okay, just like that. Just 59. Check.
On first down, it's Watson looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. I want to change course here for a second, CD, and talk about Week 1 Breeze versus Brady. Obviously, such a spotlight matchup. Remember, these two met way back in the Big Ten in college. Brady won that game, Michigan over Purdue. But since being in the NFL, this was the 6th time they've gone head-to-head. Now, Breeze won the first 3 battles. Brady had won the next 2, battles 4 and 5. Number 6, though, back to Drew Brees. And now we don't know how much longer, obviously, they're both going to be in the NFL. But while they are both in the NFC South, they're going to meet at least twice this season now, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
That was pretty smooth how you brought up how we don't know how much longer they'll be in the NFL. Are you alluding to their ages?
Yeah, they're old. I mean, they're older than me.
I mean, you did it well. Just think about this. Tom Brady's 43, and Drew Brees is 41. Collective 84. But these guys, when you look at all the passing numbers in NFL history, their names are at the top or near the top in just about every category.
The first game in NFL history with 2 starting quarterbacks over the age of 40. And you know, our stat guru, Ed Brady, put this together. Those two have thrown collectively for over 86 miles. I don't know what that means, but it's a lot of miles.
It's a lot of miles. 86 miles, 84 years collectively. Great numbers.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try again with Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
The tackle.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, Watson.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
By Byron Murphy.
To throw again. Watson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Johnson, the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
It's throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
31-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Murray a give. This is Drake. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we...
Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dog. Some it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing.